we are going to look at the two things which we were to complete to make our version 1 of the Tic-Tac-Toe already. We're using a simple variable, just call it game over, and initialized it. So initially when the game starts, that is when green flag clicked, we have just set the value to 0. And like we have coded for it to check when it wins, when the game is won, right there, the moment it is won, we have set the value to 1. And for each of our markers, we have just simply checked if it is 0, that is if the game is not over, then allow it to play, otherwise nothing. So that means if I play and now game over is 1. See, there's nothing I can do on the board. Now the second thing, you just saw it. You saw how as soon as the game got over, there was an immediate line drawn across. So how we have achieved this? Used a very simple method, used costumes. Right, so just created costumes which have markings. So row 1, row 2, row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3, diagonal 1, diagonal 2. So just physically duplicated this and created these different costumes. And in the code, now remember there are many different ways one can code the same thing. So one of the ways one can code is that right here when you're checking for this, you can put an if loop and check that after you're checking row 1, is it over? And then right here you can change the costume. The other way, the second way which I have used right now is that once we've checked the value, right there we are changing the costume. So how are we doing it? We're just checking what is the value of the cell. So if it is 1 and 2, then the costume change it to row 1. If it is 4, 5, then change it to row 2. If it is 7 and the 7 and 8, so there we find a bug. So that means right now if we are playing row 3 to be successful, it won't happen. See? That's how you discover a bug and then you fix it. So now you check and there you go, the bug has been fixed. Version 1 of our Tic-Tac-Toe ready. Now why am I calling it version 1? Now, the reason is because when we're playing this game, you need one of your friends, siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins, parents to be around to play with you, right? Now, one of the main reasons why you play with computer is so that you can just play alone with the computer. So, that is you with the computer. That means the computer needs to play the next marker and not you. Does that sound challenging? Now, when you put the marker, the computer has to figure out where to place the next marker and try to win the game. Try to win the game and also try not to allow you to win the game. So that is the coding, that is the logic we will need to build in this game. That will be our next version Of course, first I want you to go and start playing this game on this version, and start to write down how are you ensuring that you win and you don't allow the other person to win. And once you start writing it down, you try to work out what is the pattern, like how could you code it. That will help you to start developing the logic for the computer to play against a player. Happy coding! We'll see you soon.